McCagg here with Liberty Aid Academy. Get the McCagg Mastery Trust. Well, this is a still low donation amount. Okay, we had a question about registering your trust. Register your trust. What do you do in a state that doesn't have a registration pathway for the trust? Now, I have a video out explaining how to fill out the Florida application to register your trust at the Secretary of State of Florida. But people have asked me, oh, I'm in a different state. Okay, well, you could still do it in Florida. Yeah, that's right. I started my trust in Arizona, registered in Florida. So it's not a problem to do that. No problem. And what you do is, this is the best way to do it. Meaning the most affordable time, money, and so on. Okay. So, we are only there's only one reason to register a trust as Secretary of State. One reason only. If you're going to get credit for that trust, credit cards, and so on. Okay, if you're not getting credit for that trust, you do not need to register at Secretary of State. You do not need to. You do not need to. Okay, so you might have one trust you registered at Secretary of State to get credit, right? Okay. So here it is. You're going to need an address, right? That's the thing holding you up. Oh, what address do I use in Florida? If you don't have an address, you don't use a PO box. No, you don't use PO box. Can't use that of any kind, whether it be UPS or you know USPS, whether it's private, whatever. Um, you can't use just a PO box. You need a physical address. Okay. Otherwise, it's not going to be seen as lendable. You're trying to get credit, and one of the components of lendability, and you get this in our business finance course, right? What are the components of lendability? Is hey, I'm registered Secretary of State, right? Okay. So you got to do that. Where you fill out an application for credit, you put down an address. One of the things the lender does is go look at the Secretary of State where you gave that address and see if you're registered. In other words, is your business there? Can they see it, a lender? Then they have recourse to sue if you don't pay or whatever. Okay, so they're not going to lend unless you're registered Secretary of State. So you have to do that. All these statutory trusts and statutory entities, LLC, and so on, they're created directly through the Secretary of State, and so they're taxable. You set it up under the Inga We Trust, so you have to pay the Inga We Trust for their ease of for their help. Or you could just start your own trust, which we teach you how to do, and you could register in Florida, no problem. So you need a physical address. What's my recommendation on how to do that? Well, if you don't live here, you don't have one. If you don't know someone, you can't do it. So there are services that rent like a physical address, kind of like office location. Okay, they get mail for you. It's a mail getting and forwarding service. Okay, they get the mail in and they forward it wherever you tell them to forward it to. It's like an agreement you have with them, and that's what they do. Because different things in business need a physical address in a certain state to make it happen. So this is an affordable way to do it. So you get the service. Now you get a physical address. Now you can begin the process of registering as Secretary of State. Well, how long do I need that location, Jack? Only as long as you get the thing registered, right? That's what you're going for. Okay? So it could take months or whatever. There's back and forth with Florida. They don't like to do this per se, but they do it. It's legal. You pay your fee. Um, you know, but they usually push back a couple times and so on because they're like, oh man, they got the greatest deal ever. So, okay, but my video on how to fill out the form, it didn't have this information on you know that you need an address. So we get a lot of questions about this, and I just thought I'd do a video to keep it real simple. And I'm just, everybody's got the same question. Let's not do a million emails about it anymore. Let's be like, okay, here's a simple way. Yep. Okay. All right. That's it. LibertyAidAcademy.org.